Hello, everyone. God bless. I have to say that I miss doing weather chat. Basically, when I used to talk about the weather all the time, I'm wearing my Warning Tornado Chaser t shirt. I got this from ChaserCon, which is a storm chasing convention a few years ago that I went to. It was in Denver, Colorado. I used to really be involved with the weather community, and I got to admit that I do miss being involved with the weather. I guess for the last couple of years, mainly, ever since 2014 and 15 and on into 2016, I've been kind of out of the loop with the weather community. A lot of bitter stuff happened, and, I was involved with relationships and that were involved with the weather community, and things just went wrong, and it's a lot of ugly details, but basically, I've been out of the weather community. I've been sort of like being a loner, and I don't really talk about the weather all that much with people because, like my friends and family that I normally talk to, they're not interested in the weather like I am, so I just talk about other things, whatever other people are interested in. I just talk about what they like to talk about, basically. But yeah, I gotta say, I miss talking about the weather. I miss having friends that shared that interest. But, I just. The reason why I dropped out of the weather community is a long story. Just basically, when it comes to relationships and you're interested in the same thing as the other person, and then the relationship goes south, it kind of puts a sour taste on the interest that you shared with the person. And, being involved in the weather community just reminded me of the past, that I can never have back, and it makes me feel depressed and sad. So I stopped being active in the weather community. I just been keeping to myself. And don't get me wrong, I still stay interested in the weather. I still go storm spotting, and I still wear my weather shirts. But other than that, I just I don't really talk that much about the weather anymore, and I know I should. And this is what Stormy Troxel for. This is what this YouTube account is for. It's for the weather, And I mean, I was lucky. I caught a really epic hailstorm, as you could see in earlier videos, and even a really loopy storm about a month or two ago. I think it's in April at some time, end of April, beginning of May, and it's still. I still have a chance to capture some epic weather. I just happen to be. I just have to be in the right place at the right time. I don't have a lot of money to go storm chasing. To leave town, so I had to rely on storm spotting. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just tell you all how much I miss having friends that are into the weather. And you know maybe one day I might have friends again that are interested in the weather. Hopefully they'll be more understanding and more patient, and they won't be so, stuck up, and they won't get famous and decide that I'm no longer good enough, and because that's happened to a lot of friends I've had and relationships in the weather community. People, they get famous and they start getting a lot of followers, and they just sort of change. They're not the same sweet people that you knew from before. They're not the good old friends. They become a different person. Like, they think that they're better than you, and they sort of just leave you behind. They just leave you in the dust. And it's pretty much what happened to me. So I got really depressed, and I just dropped out of the weather community. I just said, you know what? And then I had some a Facebook account that I dedicated for the weather. It was called Radar Truxel, and let's just put it this way: it got hacked and stolen. I mean, when relationships with people in the weather community went sour, so did my status. I mean, I got hacked, I got a lot of my accounts taken away. I had a laptop get completely fried because someone hacked it and just destroyed my stuff. I mean, I went through hell and back when I fell out of the weather community, and But I don't like all that drama, and all that drama with being famous. I just love the weather. That's my reasoning for being into the weather, because I love it. It's a passion of mine, and it still is. I still watch YouTube videos of tornadoes. I still have the Twister movie. I still go storm spotting. I still wear my shirts. I haven't stopped being interested in the weather. I just don't get publicly involved as much. I don't get involved with the weather community groups and forums. I just been sort of being a loner. I should call myself Lone Stormy. I should change the name on this account and call it Lone Stormy instead of Stormy Troxel. I'm thinking of doing it. Because, I'm kind of by myself right now when it comes to the weather, but I just want you all to know that I have not given up on the weather. I'm still into it. I have not given up on storms. I'm just sort of keeping to myself. Doing my own thing, not getting involved with drama, not getting caught up in relationships all the time. I've just been doing my own thing, and I like doing my own thing, but it gets kind of depressing because I guess mainly because I'm alone and I don't really have anyone to talk about the weather with, and I have some friends and family that do care about me, but they don't understand my passion. Matter of fact, one of my close friends that I often hang out with, she does not like storms. Every time there's even a little rumble of thunder, she wants to go home and hide in her house. She doesn't want anything to do with a storm. And I asked her why, and I asked her, how she's lived in Texas all her life, and she says yes. I'm like, I'm surprised you're not used to this. You lived here in Texas. You lived here in the South, in Texas, and she's like, she doesn't like the storms. And here I am. I mean, I'm originally from California, and I love the storms, so it's kind of funny how some people just, even if it's just a little storm, it's not even severe, like a little thunder shower. It's like, I love my friend. She's so sweet, but she just runs and hides. It's like, whatever plans we had, sorry, we can't go out to lunch today. Plans canceled, or if we plan on going downtown on the bus, like, I don't want to take the bus. It's gonna be storming. Like, it's a little thunder shower. We'll be safe. We have umbrellas, and we can always go inside somewhere. There's a big mall downtown. We can always hide inside it. This person, boy, oh boy. I'm glad that they weren't with me when I'm just glad that this friend was not with me when I lived in Oklahoma. Oh my gosh. She probably would have had a heart attack. She probably would have had heart failure. I mean, she thinks the storms down here are scary. They can get kind of scary down here, but I was like, well, I'm kind of glad you weren't in Oklahoma, because you would have had a heart failure. Especially May 24th. She was one of the only friends that cared about me. And, of course, she was pretty upset and hysterical on May 24th because she thought I was dead. Because she couldn't contact me for a while. Probably because the power failure and internet failure from the storm. But anyways, the point is that I just miss having friends that are interested in the weather, and that's basically what I like, to just have friends that share my interests. But I'm not looking for the drama. I'm not looking for the fame and glory. I'm not that kind of person. I like to keep it simple. Not so complicated. So basically, I just wanted to come on here to just say that, hey, There's a reason why this account is called Stormy. I'm still into the weather. I'm still in the storms. I haven't quit. But, you know, I just hope that one day I can get back into the weather community, but maybe the right side of the weather community. The weather community that is about the weather. You know, they're about the weather and that's it. There's no drama, no complicated relationships, just weather stuff. Just enjoy the weather, focus on the weather, and that's it. You know, we don't need to bring drama. We don't need to bring in politics. We don't need to bring in all that complicated, crazy stuff that makes people fight each other and become bitter toward each other. So I just want to come on here and say this basically what this video is about. How I miss my weather chats. Because I used to chat about the weather all the time when I had a lot of friends, but basically for now I'm just a lone stormy storm spotter. No, I haven't chased a storm in a while. I wish I could do that more often, but it's not happening right now. But anyways, hope you all have a great, blessed weekend, and take care of yourselves, and hopefully I'll be back with more weather chat. Even though I might be myself, I'm sure I can figure out something to talk about. So, take care, you all, and have a great weekend, and stay safe out there.